For daily Ask Reddit. r/Ask Reddit. Employees at an escape room. What was the weirdest things you've witnessed through the cameras? If you enjoy the video, drop a like and subscribe so you never miss a video. I asked an escape room employee this once. Our room had a big metal safe. One guy who played in that room just picked up and carried the safe around the entire time. He was just playing it safe. Nothing really earth-shattering here. The strangest thing I can think of is this one time the guest skipped every clue and happened onto the final solution to escape the room in the first 5 minutes. As I was heading towards the exit of the room to offer them a steep discount for completing the room on record time and seeing if they wanted to try another room, I overheard the guest starting to unravel the mystery backwards from the end point. Seeing them sound so excited and into the mystery, I walked back to my station and saw them solve every puzzle backwards in record time. After they got out, we shared some laughs over what happened, then traded a free coupon for their next visit if they told me how they unraveled everything, so we can run it as a new scenario. A couple broke up in the room I was running. I then gave them loads of hints so they could get out ASAP. Maybe they fooled you. Oh, possibly, but it would have been a rubbish way to do it, as I basically gave them the answers and they got nowhere near the leaderboard due to the amount of hints. I went to a place with my family and, while we went into our room, we saw some employees working on fixing another room. Apparently someone from a group before us decided the only way out was to shoulder charge the door, which wasn't all that strong, and ripped the entire thing out of the frame. I guess they technically succeeded. There was a room with a bed in it. Instead of continuing to follow the clues, 2 guests proceeded to put themselves to bed and then take a nap for half the time. They weren't hurting anything, so I let it happen. Before they left, they remade the bed and tucked 2 of our skeletons inside. I wonder if it was the other person in this thread who said her and her BF fell asleep in a bed in an escape room. I'm laughing so hard at the skeletons. It seems kind of wholesome. The story that comes to mind is a group of Swedish construction workers genuinely thought the solution to the puzzle was to lift the door off its hinges. Although a more common experience would be explaining to customers that the games aren't as fun when intoxicated, and then have them complain that the game was way too hard. That stopped when we started adding a histogram of every player's score on the souvenir photos, and their embarrassing times were way longer than average. Not a worker, but went to an escape room with my BF, pre-gaming heavily beforehand to do an escape room in Brooklyn by ourselves a random Sunday early evening. He has a habit of being able to fall asleep immediately regardless of where when drunk, and unfortunately this particular room had a bed. The people were very nice and offered to just refund us when he fell asleep on the bed, ducking immediately. I was embarrassed, drunk, pissed off, determined, and tried to solve 4 clues for about 30 minutes before I gave up and asked to be let out. There was almost no one else there, so I'm sure it was a hoot/cringe to watch. Kudos to them for still offering the refund when we left, but I was beyond pissed.